It's 12/20/2024, Christmas week, all here. College football playoffs, all here. Overtime, rocking and rolling. Me and my boy, Tate Boy Fresh, minus B-Dirt, minus Payday. But we're here to do what we do on Homies Overtime Podcast on Fans First Sports Network. And we're going to be talking college football playoffs till at least about halftime's over with for the Notre Dame Indiana game. But I'm here with my co-host, Tate Boy Fresh, man. What's going on with you, Tate, man? How you doing, bro?
Big G, what's happening, man? I'm good, man. We just finished that overtime, man. We had to do the thing down 2-man, but we all right. We took care of that. But everything's good, man. What's up? What's up with you? What you do between shows, man? Look like you changed some gear up.
Yeah, man. I put a little, you know how we represent over here in Buckeye Nation, bro. So I had Steelers gear on first. Now, I got my Buckeyes ready to roll. Got the NFL dry fit, Ohio State Buckeyes on with the Buckeyes on the sleeves and, bands. I got a fella other through rabbits in the hat that I'm going to pull out later on, especially if we win. So all those folks out there talking crazy about my Buckeyes, you'll see after we get this dub tomorrow, man.
Hey,
right off the bat.
Hey, Big G. So, but before you go ahead and take off with the Mr. Conductor, get the train on schedule, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to say one thing, man.
What's that?
You know how we said earlier in the first show?
Yeah.
I gotta play one of the funniest moments ever.
Yeah.
Here it goes. For everybody that missed it on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
We don't care about the intent of what you said. We only care about what you said on the homies and the know-it-alls. So
yeah, I know, man. I know.
This is Big G in rare form.
Facts. You got to have what's called clicker endurance early. You should have worked your wrist out already, bro. If not, you got to learn how to split screens or.
Hey, Big G.
Hey, I just say forget it. I just got 2 TVs. The hell with it. I'm gonna watch whatever I want to watch on them too.
No Diddy. You got to chill.
Yeah, you got me, man. I already know.
Said, right?
I ain't saying it again, but I know what I said.
Give those chubby palms a rest. You can get here with the rest of us,
Got me, man. Got me, man. That was all my fault too. I walked right into that, man. That's my fault, man. I walked into it, man.
Oh, that was so funny, man. I instantly thought about that moment from that movie back in the day, man.
Yeah, from the old Juice.
You gotta get your wrist working. Hey, that's for all of them. Nobody ever know what you might say until in the moment you catch yourself like, damn, I said that.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. That's where the legend of the Big G comes into play, man. Because I'm gonna keep it 100. How I think and feel all the time, even if people don't agree, and I'll say stuff that's just but it's honest. I'm being honest and telling the truth and speaking it like it is,
That's about some of your super hot takes. We all get them, but we talking about some of them no Diddy moments, though.
Oh, yeah. No, everybody, Tate, you got the record for most no Diddies in one show.
What?
Stop that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, archived. Believe me. But I'm telling you, I can't wait till we put together our greatest hits, man. And we put together the greatest hits and you see the real, man, people are going to be dying laughing when they see some of the stuff we've said over the last year. It's been unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, some of the stuff, man.
And I just want to say, man, when you come watch the homies on SCN, FFSN, or watch the know-it-alls on FFSN, or listen to the know-it-alls, man, it's not just about the game. It's about the fun and shenanigans talking about the games.
Yeah, it is.
You never know what's going down, man. So if you just want to talk some ball, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, sports in general, we pretty hip to everything. You want to hear about that, and you want some of them moments like they play, what they call them, at the end of movies when they show the bloopers.
Yeah, the blooper reel.
You want in real time bloopers?
Yeah.
Check us out.
Yeah, I mean, no filter. No filter, man. There's no filter over here, man. You got to, because like I said, we've all been guilty of it. So, but it's funny, man, especially when you catch yourself, you're like, damn, I can't believe I said that, man.
Danny Lil John said, you got a big pause.
Come on,
GT,
Danny.
George T said, no Diddy, no Diddy.
Facts. Yeah, it's no Diddy, man. I already know. All right, man. We got to get back on schedule, man. Because we got a short show. But we're happy and grateful and thankful. And even before we get to it, happy holidays to everybody out there. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. The next time, Shannon White, the Triple OG, on Monday's show is going to announce where we'll be at concerning Pump Your Brakes, the Homies and Homies Overtime. So this will be the last time we probably see you guys, unless you come to the Know It Alls podcast on Sunday and watch us before Christmas. So we're going to say happy holidays right now, right off the bat. We wish all you guys a Merry Christmas. Have a great, whatever holiday you celebrate, but have just a great year, man. And enjoy your family and friends, because this time of the year only happens once a year. So we appreciate everybody just, hanging on in there and spending your holiday time with us, because it's the holiday weekend and it's all football. We mashing the gas with that. So Tate, that leads me to, we are in the thick of things right now in the first ever 12-team college football playoff, with home games being played in home stadiums. We're almost at halftime right now for the Notre Dame Indiana game. There's 20 seconds left. Notre Dame leads 14-3. I got a little take on the game that I've seen so far and I've watched, but we're right here in the thick of it. So we got game one tonight, Notre Dame versus Indiana. What you like with Notre Dame versus Indiana, bro?
Man, I think I liked Indiana to upset Notre Dame in this game. It's not playing out that way right now, but it's a whole second half. I mean, so I got to give Notre Dame credit, but Indiana defense got what's his name? Riley, quarterback.
Riley Leonard.
Riley Leonard, yeah. Out here looking better than what I know he is.
Yeah. While when we was watching the Homies, man, I was watching it, and games are determined or decided on turnovers. Indiana gets a big turnover from Notre Dame. They go down, they get inside of the red zone, and they have a turnover themselves. So Notre Dame gets it, and then they get a penalty and knocks them all the way back to the 2. And the guy breaks off a 98-yard run. Now Notre Dame's up 7-0. Indiana, from that point, their momentum was killed. And then, you play the punt game back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It turns into field possession. So that put Notre Dame in position to get another touchdown. Now, Indiana just went down and had it inside like the red zone, like at 16. But on a 3rd and 4, they ran like a direct snap with the quarterback standing next to the running back, trying to fool Notre Dame. And schematically, that's not what you do to win a game. So now they kick a field goal. It's 14-3. And basically, that's where we're at, bro. What's this say? What that say? It said Big G to what? You remember corner time that we made.
GT said, Merry Christmas, taking Big G and all the live chat. Thanks, GT. Rob Lightfoot said, there you go.
He said, Big G, do you remember the corner time bet that we made where I've got 2 SEC teams in the Final Four? Oh, absolutely. I remember. I got it wrote down, but it ain't happening, Rob. So, we'll see. We'll see, but it ain't happening. Not in the Final Four. I promise you ain't happening. They only let 3 SEC teams in the playoff, period. So it ain't happening. We'll get to
it. Make it. So he counting on Georgia, who Beck not playing. The other dude did all right coming in a pinch, but now who they played first round? Well, they don't know who they played to as a winner.
Uh-huh.
They played a winner between who?
The Notre Dame? No, Penn State. Penn State and SMU is what Georgia play.
Well, Penn State will take that. They got time to scout the young new quarterback. What's his name? Scooter something or something like that?
Stocksman or whatever else. He trash. He's horrible, bro. He's an RPO quarterback that can't throw. Georgia's going to take an L first round. Trust and believe. But we'll get to that. We ain't even got to that. I mean, our first round when they play their first playoff game. So, all right. So we're going to move
real quick. The SEC teams is Georgia,
Tennessee,
Tennessee. Bye tomorrow. Then you got to get both the teams left in there.
Yeah.
So that's who?
3. It's Georgia, Tennessee, Texas.
Georgia, Tennessee. Oh yeah, Georgia and Tennessee, I think likely to lose. I'm curious to see what Clemson can do tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. But like I said, and Rob, you're right. Georgia is playing the winner from tonight. Notre Dame can beat Georgia without a quarterback. Tate, look. You see that showed up on overtime. Claude Bishop for the 10.
Love.
Yep. He said, Tate, that was a great tribute to G and his family to start the first hour. And I'm glad that you didn't put hands on your little fella like Arthur Moats will do to him. And you guys are simply the best, man. That's man.
Thanks, Claude. I mean, yeah. Hey, man, we from the way back, man. I'm not trying to put this out there and start no trouble, but if Big G get into it with Arthur Moats, then Tate got to get to it with Arthur Moats.
Yeah, that's how we have. And listen, I ain't scared of no Arthur Moats, dog. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I ain't scared. Big G, I ain't big by accident. Like, I don't got that name because I'm a little dude. Believe me.
Hey,
I'm not. Go ahead.
And like I said, what Claude talked about, the first block of, when we was doing the opening stuff, and I said Big G, one of the strongest dudes I know. I ain't seen Big G have to fight a lot because he was Big G, and two, the one time he did with this dude that was always tried to be a bully in school and stuff. At a dance, Big G put hands on him, and Big G had to do nothing after that.
Listen, I know what I'm doing. And I'm not that bully type guy. I'm not gonna go in and start mess and all whatever else. I'm trying to make peace. But if it must be done, it must be done. So at that point, it's straight red rage, lock the doors. I'm the type of dude that'll fight you and go lock the door.
Not the red rage, Big G. You have a red rage jersey?
Absolutely. Boosted it.
You played I thought you played both ways.
I did. But at the end, when you're senior year, you got to slide something out the locker room. But yeah, red rage, and but like I said, I'm the type of guy.
That's like the Steelers with the turnover shirts and stuff. Now, when we was in high school, the starters on defense had black practice jerseys with red rage because our colors was red and gray like Ohio State.
Yeah,
we was the Spartans, and they had a black with red writing and letters and numbers and stuff that said red rage jersey. That was for all the starters on defense. And Big G had his offensive jersey and his red rage jersey.
Yeah. So, but it like I said, man, I'm the dude. I'm gonna go lock the door, dog. If we got to fight, I'm not letting nobody out the room.
Yeah, I witnessed that.
Yeah, let's finish it. Yeah, let's finish it. Let's finish it in here. Let's finish it in here. Lock the door. Let's finish it in here.
Right. Right. Yeah, Claude. Hey, Moats ain't mess with Big G, and I ain't mess with Moats. Moats got about me by like 18 years. So
he's a young fella. He's a young fella, man.
He been in better shape since I last was.
Yeah.
I just got a kidney transplant, man. He might punch me in my gut. I ain't ready for that yet.
Man, most be out there bullying Deke, doing all kind of strange things to him, man. I know Deke gets tired of that, man. He getting bullied, man. I know he gets sick of that.
No, he can't. I ain't watched the show in about a month or more, maybe. Because, we be in depth in our stuff. But I always like the show, man. And,
yeah, absolutely.
Deke that fell out of love with Kenny, but he ain't never going to stop loving Big Ben.
No, never. Never, yeah. Shout out to the Upper Room Podcast, man. Deke and Moats, man, is the real deal. Sometimes they inspire me, man. I watch them just to get inspiration sometimes.
Yeah.
So shout out to them, man. All right, man, we're going to go. Let's take a quick commercial break. Let's pause for the call so we can talk about these other college football games. If you're watching us live on YouTube, man, just give us an opportunity to pay some bills. If you're listening to us wherever you get your audio podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you're listening, we'll be right back with the Homies Overtime with Tate Boy Fresh and Big G in just a minute. And we're back with the Homies Overtime special, holiday special, 2 Steeler fans, 2 Buckeye fans in the building. We ain't got to deal with a lot of riffraff tonight, Tate. So we can just talk straight up football. People might say we're biased, but I'm not. I'm going to give a fair take and be honest with what I see and not see. So let's move to game 1 tomorrow. You got the Texas. No, game 1 tomorrow is Penn State versus SMU.
That's correct.
At 12 o'clock p.m. with a whiteout in Happy Valley. I think they're calling for kickoff forecast to be somewhere between 21 and 18 degrees. You got about a 15 to 20% chance of snow. It's going to be super cold. You got a team coming from Texas. So give me your thoughts of what you think is going to happen between Penn State and SMU, bro.
Wait, this the wrong college football bracket.
It's all right. I'll walk you through it. I know who's playing what and where. I got you.
Okay, yeah, it is. Let me take this down then.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got, because I'm always prepared, Big G.
You got to back up?
I got the matchups right there.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, back up. Yeah, so game 1 is in the right-hand corner. SMU Penn State. Tate, what you got, bro? What you got?
Man, I hate to agree with what you said. I don't hate to agree with you. I hate that I have to agree with you. But SMU going to get mopped.
Yeah.
But I think if it was Alabama going to Happy Valley, they were going to get mopped too.
Yeah. Yeah. So give me the reasons why you just think Penn State is going to destroy them.
Because Penn State is top tier, Power 5 conference. Even though Big 12 a Power 5 conference, Penn State has way more NFL caliber players than SMU.
Yeah.
And over the course of a 60-minute game, it might not show the first 10 minutes, but it's going to show minutes 20 through 40. And in the fourth quarter, it's really going to, the big bad wolf going to huff and puff and blow your house down.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro.
Got to roll with, both the Penn State's running backs, number 10, number 13.
Allen and Singleton.
And then the tight end, number 44.
Warren,
yeah. Penn State don't wear the names on the back of their jerseys. I like that. Like Notre Dame don't think either, right?
Yeah, they wore them tonight in gold plate. They wore them tonight.
Okay. Notre Dame did.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, man. So Penn State just overall, usually in college football, talent wins out.
Facts.
So Penn State just too talented, man. It's in their house. Probably gonna be no one of them whiteouts.
Yeah.
And,
definitely that.
And it's a day game, but it's gonna be cold for the SMU boys, man. And if you're not used to playing in it, and everybody got to get used to it, but you warm up to the game faster when you're a cold weather team.
Yeah.
Even though this is different for college football, because this time of year the season is usually over with, and you waiting to go to your destination spot to go play in a bowl, whether it be Pasadena or the Orange Bowl in Miami or playing in a dome or something. So I feel like, but overall, Penn State gonna take this game. I got them by 13.
Yeah. Tate, I agree with everything you said, man. And Danny Littlejohn, great comment, man. We appreciate the $1.99. James Franklin will get fired with a lost SMU. You are absolutely 150% speaking actual factual thing. There's no doubt he will get canned. But he's not going to get canned. Penn State is the more physical team. They're just going to get rough with SMU. SMU's got a good quarterback. That Jennings kid is a serviceable player.
Kevin Jennings.
Yeah, but he's not. He's 6'1", 205 pounds. He's got a little bit of speed on him. But let me tell you something. Penn State has a top 5 NFL pick by the name of Abdul Carter, number 11, that looks better than freaking Micah Parsons. So I think Jennings is going to have a rough day and a rude awakening when number 11 gets loose, because that kid is a monster.
He is. And, if you're a dog at Penn State, you get that 11.
Yeah. That's all the way back to
LeVar
Arlington. Yeah, LeVar Arlington. He's first, you get 11, you're a dog. So he's wearing the 11 jersey, and his play has showed it. I think he got robbed by not being first-team All-American. He should have been, based on his play on the field. But, man, I've watched tape after tape after tape on this kid, And I promise you, if the Steelers had a top 5 pick, which we never get, that would be my target for the Pittsburgh Steelers because he is 1 in a million as far as a gem at an outside linebacker and defensive end. So I look for Penn State to beat these dudes. Tate, I'm going to call 35 to 20. 35 to 20. And SMU will score late to give them the 20. It's going to be blowout city, bro. I look for Penn State to jump up 21-0 fast because this is going to out-physical them. They're just going to out-physical them, man. So
it's going to come down to that. And now Abdul Carter is a beast.
Yeah, he's a top 5 talent. Right now in my NFL draft rankings for the 2025 draft, I have him ranked number 5 overall. I go Shador Sanders, Cam Ward, Travis Henry, Jason Campbell, offensive tackle from LSU, and then Abdul Carter. So that's my top 5 as of today. You know, it'll change after I do film and evaluation and watch. But as of today, Abdul Carter is a top 5 NFL draft prospect.
Right. Okay.
All right, we're going to move to game 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to go back to the Indiana game because by the time it's going to be about ready to start the second half soon when we done. We trying to stop then so we can go all watch and allow you guys all watch the second half. But it's that 98-yard run, the difference in the game, man.
That's facts.
If it wasn't for that big explosive play, that one play would be 7-3 right now.
That's right. I mean, yeah, they kicked the field goal late, but you know,
10-3.
Yeah. It's Indiana has an opportunity to still be in this game. We'll see in the second half. I think that they just got to lean on the quarterback and let him throw the ball. You know, they just got to lean in on the quarterback and let him throw, and I think Indiana still got a chance, but we'll see in the second half. All right, second game. So we got a college game that's going to kick off at 12, an NFL game that's going to kick off at 1, the Houston Texans and Kansas City Chiefs. But then another college football game will kick off at 4, right before the Steelers game kicks off at 4:30. That game is the Clemson Tigers invading Austin, Texas to take on the Texas Longhorns. Number 5 versus number 12, the SEC runner-up. Tate, man, does Clemson got a chance in hell? Do you think it's going to happen, or what you thinking, bro? You got the big fine. The big Christmas fine.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
I think we'll know the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a game and Texas just don't run away with it early, like 14-0 in the first quarter, then I think Clemson can make it a game. You know, Clemson has some talent. I don't think they're as talented as Notre Dame, but Klubman is every bit as good as yours.
UK Klubnik, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every bit as good as yours.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll know by the end of the first quarter in that game if it's split worthy. If I gotta do my wrist work to get ready to change from Steelers to Texas. Once you put in the universe, I say stuff on purpose, like both ways and everything.
Yeah. That's facts. Yeah. But I gave you grace. I hit pause. Go ahead. Keep going.
But yeah, man. So no, that's where I'm at. I mean, Texas is favored. I think they should win. But if Dabo, you know, has a good game plan, has them boys ready, and they can come in and compete in the first quarter and gain confidence going to the second, it's gonna be a click flipper.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I'll definitely be focused on the Steelers game. That game will be my commercial game.
Yeah, I have it on a tablet or a phone somewhere because I'm watching the Steelers. But
I can do that too. But yeah.
Yeah. But I you're right, Tate. I think that K. Klubnik is the key to the game for Clemson to even standing a realistic chance. But I think Texas has got a lot of injuries that people don't want to talk about. So I'm going to call the key to the game for the Longhorns to win is that you see Arch Manning for more than 15 plays. If Arch Manning is on the field for more than 15 plays for the Longhorns, they're going to win. Because Arch Manning is probably the best quarterback that people just haven't really seen yet. He's unbelievable. You know, but Quinn Ewers, check down Charlie, has got a major right ankle injury. Their left tackle Banks, they don't know yet if he's going to be ready to play. Their number 1 wide receiver, Isaiah Bond, has been ruled out for the game. So Texas got some key. Keep in mind, Banks is the number 2 tackle in this year's NFL draft. Isaiah Bond is the number 2 or number 3 wide receiver in this year's draft, and Quinn Ewers is their quarterback. So having injuries like that in a playoff game, it's not going to be cold. It's 60 degrees in Austin at kickoff. You know, it's Austin, Texas. And also this factor, Kay Klubnik is from Austin himself. He actually went to Westlake High School in Austin, Texas. The same high school that produced Nick Foles, Drew Brees. He went to that high school. So this is almost like a homecoming game for Klubnik. And you know why it goes down when quarterbacks get to come home and play at home. They normally outplay outstanding football.
Mm-hmm.
So I give Clemson a chance, man. But let me get your score for this game, bro.
Well, if it goes as scripted, I think Texas gets 31 and Clemson is 23, 31-23.
Yeah. I like that score. I think I'm going to go a little bit lower. I was going to go 27-21. Texas, the game's a little bit closer than what I think. But if Clemson starts out gangbusters and they get like a 7-0, 10-0 lead, look out, Texas. Look out. Because I think that injury to Isaiah Bond is huge. And Banks, their left tackle, is huge. I think those injuries are huge. So what Rob Lightfoot said, Texas defense is good. No, Rob, that's not. No. They have 2 good defensive backs. They have a dog defensive end that's a freshman. And then they got number 11 on defense. It's a dog. Hill. Everybody else, no. South Carolina's got like 5 or 6 first-round NFL draft picks. So no.
Big G.
Yeah.
Rob score prediction.
Because it's biased. Rob gonna be calling SEC all along. So I know the big bias is from Rob Lightfoot and his SEC loving self. But Rob, I like South Carolina next year. So
he says going to be like tonight. I mean, it's 17-3, but I think Indiana coach Kirk Cignetti is going to get his offense going in the second half.
I agree. It's going to be close.
I think you see it 17-10 before you see it anything else.
Yeah.
Before it's 20-3 or anything like that. You're going to see it 17-10 Notre Dame, and one touchdown makes it the game. Indiana's in it.
I think you're going to see Indiana play 6 in the box the rest of the way on defense too. Maybe even 7 in the box on defense. They're going to play. They're not scared of Notre Dame beating them vertically. They're going to smash that run. So we'll see. First drive will be a big deal, you know. All right, Tate. Now, we said at the 4:30 mark, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be visiting the Baltimore Ravens. They're going to kick it off. But at 8 o'clock, I think they're calling for kickoff to be scheduled around 8:16. The Ohio State Buckeyes host the Tennessee Volunteers. Kickoff temperature is geared right now to be 19 degrees. They're talking about by halftime, it might be as cold as 10. There's about a 15% chance of precipitation, but it's going to be cold in Columbus, Ohio. So what you thinking and what you calling for this week for the Buckeyes hosting a playoff game against what I think is the best opponent in the first round? Tennessee is a legitimate opponent. They're not to be played with.
That's why it's the 8-9 game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the 2 most equal teams, but not really. It's just how the seeding worked out. I mean, Penn State seeded higher. Ohio State beat Penn State. Oregon's number 1. Ohio State lost to them by 1 in their house.
Yeah.
I mean, so think about Ohio State's 2 losses. The one in the rivalry game against Michigan, just like we saw the Steelers lose to the Browns. It happens.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State comes out this game. I don't think they mess around. I think they start being aggressive early.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You challenge Penn State. This is one of them games, like we said with the Steelers, man. On Pump Your Brakes the other day. Sometimes you got to let the pass game open it up for the run.
Facts.
You can't just be running in the 7-8 man boxes, man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? They want to play you like that. You got to make them pay.
Yeah.
Well, I think Ohio State gets Jeremiah Smith involved early. I think they get Emeka Ibuka involved early.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see Travion Henderson on some screen passes and some wheel routes. I mean, they go into their explosive players. That the number 15, the tight end,
Jelani Thurman.
gonna get involved early.
Yeah.
I mean, so just go to your explosive players and just like we said about Penn State and SMU, you wear them. I mean, Tennessee is a good SEC team, but they wasn't the best SEC team, and I don't think the best SEC team. I mean, it was Texas, not Georgia, even though Georgia beat them twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Tennessee has anything for Ohio State. They're gonna shut down their quarterback and make him a pocket passer.
Nico.
Yeah. You're gonna have Simon and Sonny Styles shadowing him.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have Jack Sawyer and Tiamolu keeping they lane integrity.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tyleek Williams up the middle. And the corners and Caleb Williams back there playing safety. Yeah, Tennessee gonna turn that ball over 3 times.
Oh, Tate, I can see it, man. I can see it, and I think you're 100% correct. Ohio State has to attack Tennessee vertically early. Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, Brandon Enos, Emeka Ibuka, Jelani Thurman, Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins. The key to the game for Ohio State, and that list I just named.
Big G. The majority of them playmakers you just named their first round picks.
Yeah, like the only one that's
might be second, but not nobody. You said lower than third round.
Yeah, all of them, including Jelani Thurman. Jelani Thurman is a early second to late second, but he's a sophomore, so we got a whole nother year with him. Right. So these are big time playmakers, man. I look for Gee Scott even to be involved, the senior tight end. I look for him to play. They did some shuffling with the offensive line. Ryan Montgomery, the 5-star offensive tackle, has now been moved to offensive guard, and he's going to start this week for the Buckeyes, and they're going to move Deontay Jackson, who had been playing guard, out to tackle. So they shuffled the left side of the offensive line, and I think that helps. The only thing that worries me about who's in the matrix, Tennessee defense. Tennessee's defense is good. They're not top shelf. They have maybe 2 NFL players. Their corners are supposed to be all world. So, Rob, I went back and did a study on them. Do you know they gave up a 70% completion rating to wide receivers over 6'1" and 205 pounds? Do you know that? They could not play. They destroyed little small because their corners are big. They're 6'1", 210, 6'1", 205. They ain't never seen Jeremiah Smith. 6'3", 220 that runs a 4.3. Emeka Ibuka, 6'1", 215 pounds. Tate is 6'3", 205, 210 pounds. Brandon Enos is the only little scat back. And they definitely not seen guys. Well, they saw Quinshon last year, by the way, when Ole Miss smacked Tennessee, and Quinshon had 180 yards rushing and 50 yards passing, receiving. So, yeah, they know Tennessee's only shot is to how they play, spread the ball outside of the hash marks, and run the ball with Sampson. Pierce, they have a good defensive end. He's a first-round draft pick. Their defensive tackles are good. I just want to see how they get gashed and get gassed as the game goes on. So I look for – what's up?
And get cold.
Yeah. It's a difference when you're running in 50 and 60 and 70, 80 degree weather, and then you're running around in 10 degree weather, and you can't breathe. So because it's cold up here. From what I know for a fact, Tennessee arrived last night. So they just got here.
And that's why in college football, talent is talent, but a lot of intangibles are geographically based, regionally based. I mean, they get to play football year round in Florida and California.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Up in Ohio, if you want to play year round, you got to get out there in them elements. So they're a little bit more stout, a little bit tougher, all those things. All weather is good weather in the SEC.
Yeah, facts. But and I know for a fact Ohio State has practiced outside all week. They had one practice inside because they honored the seniors, so they get to hit the bag one last time. All the rest of the time, they was outside in the elements, bro. So they're used to it. They are definitely ready to roll as far as the cold is concerned.
What's going to happen, man? Rob saying, what's going to happen? I'm asking you what's going to happen when they double Smith. Abuka.
Tate.
Quinshawn.
Ennis, Quinshawn. Yeah.
That's what's going to happen, Rob.
Yeah. The key to the game for the Buckeyes is Will Howard. If Will Howard throws for 250 and 2 touchdowns, the game's over. It's really that simple. That's because Ohio State's not giving up 20 points. They haven't gave up 20 points all year outside of Oregon. They lost to Oregon 32-31. Nobody else has got 20 on them. Nobody. Indiana got 17. Michigan got 13 and beat us. They don't give up 20 points. Nebraska got 17 points. They're not giving up 20. So if Ohio State gets up a 10-point lead, the game's probably over with. The only part that worries the brake shoes off of me, Tate, and I'm going to say this and we're going to probably get out of here, is the psyche of Coach Ryan Day. That worries me to death. We had a whole show on Wednesday night with Pump Your Brakes, and we talked about the similarities of Mike Tomlin and Ryan Day. And that worries me a lot, man, because Ryan Day has a tendency to – I've seen two versions of Ryan Day when the light comes on the brightest. Against Michigan, he calls the worst games he's ever called. Against every other team that he plays against, they throw the ball all over the yard. So I'm hoping that we get that version, bro. So I'm going to predict my score. I'm going to swing it over to you and throw it over to you. I'm going to say Ohio State beats Tennessee 27-20. Tate, what you got for a final score?
I don't got to be in that close, man. I got Ohio State at home in a bounce back game from the loss against Michigan, and them playing in 20-degree temperatures like they with their hair on fire. So I got Ohio State actually coming out winning this thing like 31-17, if not 2 tubs, anywhere between 11 and 14.
I'm feeling it. I'm hoping this will definitely get us off the schneid, man. All right, so last point. So we got Notre Dame, Texas, Ohio State, Penn State on to the next round. How many of those 4 teams make it to the Final Four? Notre Dame will be matched up against Georgia. Texas will be matched up against Arizona State. Ohio State will be matched up against Oregon. And Penn State will be matched up against Boise State. So out of those 4 teams, we predicted to win tomorrow.
Say it again.
So round 2 would be Texas playing Arizona State. Ohio State playing Oregon. Georgia playing Notre Dame. And Penn State playing Boise State. How many of those teams do you think out of the 4 that win tomorrow make it to the Final Four?
If they win tomorrow, then win the winners of the next rounds in the Final Four, right?
No, that's the final 8.
It's great go down to 8 tomorrow. I'm saying the teams that win tomorrow, if they win next week, they in the Final Four.
Facts.
So Texas would beat Arizona
State.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1.
Penn State would beat
Boise.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Boise's good, but I think Penn State gets them because they just got to focus on stopping. What's his name?
Autry.
Gentry.
Gentry, yeah.
Focus on stopping him. I'm trying to save Ohio State, Oregon for last because that's the most competitive game. The other game is Notre Dame and Georgia.
Yep. And New Orleans.
You know what, man? If Notre Dame win tonight, Indiana just forced a punt. So now they got the ball with 13:30. So out of halftime, they stopped them. They punted. They got the ball right now.
Yep.
But so if Notre Dame wins tonight and they got to play Georgia in Louisiana, and Carson Beck is not playing, then they got time to bring your boy Gunner or Scooter or whatever his name is, Stockton, to bring him up to up to speed for 3 weeks now. By the time they play,
Yep.
But I would root for Notre Dame. I would even pick Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I would pick Notre Dame.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie Tim Lyons. In Ohio State, Michigan.
Ohio State, Oregon.
Ohio State, Oregon. Yeah. See, I got Michigan on my mind still when I say Ohio State.
Mm.
But that's the toughest game. And you called to my attention the other day, Big G. Ohio State got the toughest path.
By far.
I mean, they got to play Tennessee.
Yep.
The number 9 team.
Yep.
SEC team. What? 3rd place in SEC?
Yep.
So they got to play them. And Ohio State is 3rd in the Big Ten.
Facts.
So yeah, I guess that matchup works out when you look at it like that. I just gotta think Ohio State get their revenge, man.
I guess Oregon.
That game is in Pasadena.
Yep.
The Rose Bowl.
In the Rose Bowl. Yep.
I think last time we played Oregon in the Rose Bowl, we kind of stomped them.
Smashed them. Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it was that game. I was going back to think about Terrell Pryor game.
Yeah, my god brother's son, White, won the MVP of the Rose Bowl. William White's son.
Okay.
Did you know that? Yeah. William White's son won the MVP of the Rose Bowl that year. Yep. For the Buckeyes.
So man, I got it. I mean, it's rude. There's some bias in it too, but I mean, they got to beat Oregon. They played them to one point, probably should have won. I mean, I think both our losses are coaching and quarterback play. That loss against Oregon was the only game the defense didn't show up.
Facts.
All year.
Yep.
Then Will Howard make the bonehead play of trying to get too far instead of sliding down and getting the timeout. Or they could have kicked the game-winning field goal as time ran out. So we didn't get the opportunity for that because he slid with 0 on the clock with his dumb self.
Yeah.
And then the game against Michigan, that was a Ryan Day game. So I just got to believe Ohio State got a lot to prove. So I'm taking them over Oregon. So I guess my Final Four would be Ohio State,
Texas,
Penn State, and Notre Dame.
Uh-huh. So what you just said, and what I don't think a lot of people is going to – I think it's an advantage by playing the first round game. So what you just said is the 4 teams that play today is going to win game 2.
Right.
And I think there was a major advantage of playing. Yeah. That is the 4 winners. The 4 winners over the next tonight. Yep.
I said Ohio State over Oregon.
Yep.
Notre Dame over Georgia. What was the last one?
Texas over Arizona State.
Oh, yeah. I told all the teams that are playing this weekend, I got winning the second round game.
Yep. I think there's an advantage, unlike in the NFL, there's an advantage in college football by continuing to play. I think there's a huge advantage. I think sitting out is a disadvantage unless your talent level is that much higher than the your opponent you're going to play. And when you get to the second round of the playoffs, the talent level is equal all the way across the board. So in the NFL, when you sit, it helps you. In college football, I think you're going to see by sitting is going to hurt you. So that's just my final thoughts, man. Tate, you got anything else before we close this bad baby out, bro?
No, man. Just shout out. Thanks to everybody for joining us again for the overtime broadcast. Yeah, me and Big G, we going U of A. I mean, you going to the game still?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it may not be a post game after the Steelers game tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But we'll be back on Sunday to Know It Alls podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks everybody for joining us. Rob is right. SEC is strong in basketball. I give him that.
Yeah, Tennessee is for real in basketball.
Auburn and Alabama too.
Yeah, that's big facts.
Yeah, so man, that's it for me, man. Thank y'all they turned it over again.
No, they got a sack.
Okay.
They got a sack and number 99, the defensive end for Notre Dame got hurt, bro. His leg got tore up.
Oh, that's why they came out of the timeout.
Yeah, Notre Dame, that defensive end, he done. His leg toe up, dog. He's done.
18. I saw that sack. Okay.
Yeah, he done. He done. So.
Well, yeah, no, that's it for me, man.
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, we thank all y'all for rocking with us. We will definitely see you guys Sunday on the Know It Alls podcast. Thanks for watching us on the Homies Overtime podcast. And as for Tay Boy Fresh and Big G, we'll holla at y'all. Happy holidays and have a great weekend.
One more
Peace.
time. Brett Favre in cuffs.